So it's grammar time again. We have already discussed a lot of information about Ukrainian verbs. Now we can continue with nouns and adjectives, and let's start with cases. You have probably noticed that Ukrainian words have a lot of different endings. One of the reasons is the existence of cases in Ukrainian. It must be very confusing, especially for a beginner, so let's discuss what are these cases. Imagine all Ukrainian nouns, numerals, adjectives are divided into 7 groups, 7 cases, ironically. Each group contains words with specific endings. The first would be nominative. This case contains the words that either play the role of the subject in the sentence or modify the subject. Let's remind ourselves what the subject is. So the subject is the doer or the performer of the action in this sentence. If we have a look at this sentence, a girl is walking along the street, дівчина йде по вулиці, a girl would be in the nominative case. We can add the word beautiful to this sentence and we will get the sentence with 2 words in the nominative case, гарна дівчина. The next case, genitive, contains the words that show connection to something or somebody or relation to something or somebody. Let's have a look at these examples. The teacher's book is on the table. The word teachers shows that the book is related to the teacher, belongs to the teacher. So this word would be in the genitive case. The music lesson has started. The word music shows that the lesson is devoted to music. So this word would be in the genitive case. And in the sentence is the best day of my life, there would be 2 words in the genitive case, my and life, because they show that the day is related to my life. In these examples, nouns in the nominative case go together with the nouns in the genitive case. You can stop the video and analyze them more if it's needed. So let's go back to our cases. The next would be dative and accusative. These cases contain the words that play the role of indirect object and direct object in the sentence. Let's remind ourselves what these objects are. Let's have a look at the sentence structure. So we have the subject, then we have an action, and then we have either direct or indirect object. Direct object is something or somebody the action is directed to, and indirect object is something or somebody this action is performed for. I wrote what? A book. For whom? For him. In the sentence, he did me a favor. Me would be the indirect object, and a favor would be the direct object. In Ukrainian, these would be the words мені, the indirect object, and послугу, the direct object. So you see, sometimes the indirect object goes first, sometimes the direct object goes first. The next case is instrumental. It contains the words that show by means of what the action was performed. And sometimes they show what was the instrument to perform the action. That's why it is called instrumental. Let's have a look at the examples. In the sentences, it was written by me and I cut an apple with a knife. By me and with a knife would be in the instrumental case if the sentences were in Ukrainian. If we translate these sentences into Ukrainian, we will get Це було написано мною, я порізав яблуко ножем. The next case would be locative. It contains the words in a form that shows that we are talking about location. Usually they go after some prepositions of place, like в, на, у. Let's have a look at the examples. Я купив це в супермаркеті. Супермаркеті would be a word in a locative case. Here it goes after the preposition of place, в. The next and the last case would be vocative. It is used with nouns when we are addressing somebody. Only nouns have this case. Numerals, adjectives, participles do not have it. Let's have a look at how it works in a sentence. For example, we have a word вчитель, a teacher. When we are addressing a teacher, we would say вчителю. Now, let's take a noun and have a look at its endings in different cases. Later, we will discuss other words, but now I have chosen the word книга, a book. So this is how this word looks in different cases. Книга, книги, книзі, книгу, книгою, в книзі, книго. Let's add an adjective. Цікава книга, цікавої книги, цікавій книзі, цікаву книгу, цікавою книгою, цікавій книзі. We can make it even harder and add one of the numerals. Let's add the numeral одна. Одна цікава книга, однієї цікавої книги, одній цікавій книзі, одну цікаву книгу, однією цікавою книгою, в одній цікавій книзі. Let's have a look at how it works in a sentence. For example, if we want to say, I amazed her by one interesting book, we would say, я вразив її однією цікавою книгою. We would use the instrumental case. You can pause the video and analyze these examples more carefully. If you want to check how cases work for other words, you can use this site. I will put the link in the description. In this table, називний would be the nominative case, родовий – genitive, давальний – dative, знахідний – accusative, орудний – instrumental, місцевий – locative, кличний – vocative. And be careful with prepositions because most of them require a specific case. We are going to continue talking about this in the next videos. I hope this information was useful. See you soon!